Welcome to Bookish Brits. I'm Rex, and this month I'm going to be talking about The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. Now, this book was recommended to me by my friend Beth, and she didn't mean to do it as like a formal recommendation, hey, read this. She sent me a still from the book, which I'm going to show you now. And I mistakenly took this to be from Winnie the Pooh because the ink style really reminded me of Pooh, and it turned out that it wasn't. And she told me what the book was, so I ordered it. And it took me about 20 minutes to read it from cover to cover. And I finished it, and then I read it again. So the book is essentially following the story of a little boy who is on a journey or making his way through the world, and he meets a mole and they become friends. And on their journey together, they then meet a fox and a horse. And each character brings a new insight into the story. And it is more about, not necessarily events, but it's more about their thoughts and what they encounter. And it's very poignant and deeply moving. I will not be afraid to say that I did start crying at one point reading this book, and then I spoke to a few other people who had a very similar emotional reaction to it, and I got my husband to read it with me the week that it arrived. And while I don't want to give anything away because it's so short, I really think you should pick it up and enjoy it for yourself. It's presented, and this is one of the really charming things about it, it's not presented as a picture flat or a traditional book. It's presented as if you're reading his notebook. So all the text, the font is like his own calligraphy style, and then the illustrations are given with T marks and all sorts to give that feel of authenticity. And that just adds a layer to the attraction of the book. It's wonderfully just emotive and charming and beautiful. And I think if you've got 20 minutes to spare, please read it. If you've already read it, you'll probably be doing what I'm going to do, which is buy it for a bunch of people, because it's wonderful. And I've very rarely found a book that affected me in the way that this one did. And I think it walks that line between sort of sentiment and cheese and, being deeply effective really well. And it never strays into that sort of cheesy territory. So I highly recommend you read it too. If you're not sure, have a look at his Twitter account, because he sometimes shares some of the images from the book or comes up with new things in the same vein, and they're lovely as well. So enjoy, and thank you for watching.